Hi, my name is Steve. Welcome to the Journey of Life. Today we are going to be introduced to the story of Becky White. I want to warn you, the story of Becky's life journey is authentic, real to the bone. It's compelling, you won't forget it, and it's raw. This is real life, complete with sharp edges that can cut you. Becky and her husband Stu are close personal friends to Wanda and me. You can trust Becky's story. It's all real. But let's let Becky tell you her story.
Just as a young teenager, my life was really challenging, and I was looking for an escape from all the difficulties in my life, and opened the wrong door. A lot of drugs, a lot of drinking, running away, rebellious. I hated the world. Childhood sexual abuse by a close family member really shaped me in deep and profound ways. That was and continues to be one of the most difficult issues of my life. How my life escalated and how it spun out of control at a young age. There are so many elements, so many ingredients to that, but what really happened is, as I said, I'm trying to find a way of escape from the difficulties that were going on in my life, and thought nobody knew the answer. Nobody understood my pain. No one knew what it was like to feel this way. So with the drugs and the drinking, and I ended up pregnant at 14. And so I met this person who was 6 years my senior. I was 13 when I met him. And I didn't understand, because of my own background, that the lines he was feeding me. But he told me he loved me. But it's like someone teed me up and was ready to hit that ball. And when I heard that, I ended up sleeping with him. And I'm pretty fertile myrtle, so it didn't take long. And at 14, I was pregnant. About 7 months into the pregnancy, I went into labor early. It's not the delivery day. Why am I having these issues and these pains? The next day, after over 12 hours of labor, I gave birth to a little girl, Tiffany Ann. Now, the doctors told me before she was born that the baby probably wouldn't live through the delivery. That's pretty traumatic. No one you know is in the room with you. And so when Tiffany was born, and she was crying, and I remember thinking, she's going to be okay. The doctors were wrong. But she was, her color was not right. There were so many things wrong, and they let me see her for a split second, and they took her away. And a few hours later, they had me sign some paperwork to take her to Children's Hospital. I'd call Children's Hospital every hour to see how Tiffany was doing, and each time I dialed that number, I remember thinking that, are they going to tell me that she died? I got out of the hospital the next day, and I don't remember who drove me, but I got to the hospital, at Children's Hospital, and I sat beside Tiffany's bed. And except for going to the bathroom, I didn't leave until she died, which was about 24 hours later. I did not get to hold her while she was alive. I got to touch her and put my little finger in her hand like that. It's been 40 years since I had that conversation, and I don't talk about it in great depth very often when I share my story. I don't usually enter into the moment of it because it would be too hard to share. But there's nothing like losing your child and feeling in some way that your choices caused that, and the drugs and the drinking.
There's nothing like losing your child and feeling that in some way the choices you made caused that. The choices that we make, the doors that those choices open, the destination points to which those doors lead us, the consequences of our choices. Where are you on your journey of life? Have your choices, the doorways and the destination points, brought you consequences that you just can't bear? Wherever you are, regardless of how unbearable life may seem, there is a God, a loving God who wants to embrace and accept you right where you are. Nothing you can do can earn His love or His acceptance, but all you have to do to experience that love and acceptance is to ask Him. Just allow Him to embrace you. I can tell you that wherever it is that you are, you're not stuck there. If you allow God, He will take you places you could never go on your own. Our next video post will tell how God took Becky White on an incredible journey that has brought her to places she never could have imagined would be possible. If Becky's story has touched you, please send me a post, or even better, email me at my confidential email address on the screen. I would love to hear from you. One more thing, please like us on Facebook and share Becky's incredible story with your friends. Until the next time we see each other on the journey of life, may God's best blessings be yours.